When a service starts slowing down, the hard part usually is not just fixing it. It is figuring out where the issue starts, how to check it consistently, and how to make that process easy for the whole team to follow. Welcome to Wondershare EdrawSoft channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a troubleshooting flowchart for slow services in EdrawMax. We will start with the main problem, break it into investigation and diagnosis stages, and finish with clear resolution paths your team can actually reuse. To begin, I will create a large background shape that acts as the foundation for the entire flowchart. Then, I will apply a subtle fill color to clearly separate the workflow from the canvas. From the symbol library, I will drag a box container. This will serve as the main structure where each stage of the troubleshooting process will be organized. I will duplicate this container twice and align the 3 sections vertically. This creates a consistent layout for the investigation, diagnosis, and resolution stages. Now, I will assign a different color to each section. Using distinct colors with the layout in place, I will add the stage labels, investigation, diagnosis, and resolve. Then, I will resize and rotate the text so it fits neatly within each section header. Finally, I will add the individual process boxes inside each section. These containers will hold the troubleshooting steps and provide the structure for connecting the workflow in the next stage. Now, let's create the investigation stage. This is where I add the first system checks, like I/O wait, swap, and CPU usage, so the team can quickly narrow down where the issue may be coming from. Once those checks are in place, I add problem categories such as RAM problem, I/O, app problem, and CPU problem. These blocks help translate system signals into likely issue areas. After that, I move into the diagnosis section. Here I add more specific questions like what's hogging I/O, what's using RAM, whether historical usage looks unusual, or whether CPU pressure can be confirmed through process checks. Now I'm building the resolve section at the bottom. This is where I place the final actions, such as killing processes, fixing infrastructure problems, or adding RAM, depending on what the diagnosis reveals. I'm placing the main issue at the top of the diagram. How to troubleshoot slow services. This gives the whole flowchart a clear objective. As we are already done with the main blocks, I connect everything with arrows and directional lines. This is where the diagram starts to function as a real process, instead of just a collection of boxes. Next, I add labels and simple decision markers like high, low, yes, and no. These small details make the logic much easier to follow when someone else uses the chart later. After the structure is complete, I clean up the visual design by adjusting spacing, alignment, colors, and formatting. I also use color to separate the major stages, so the flow is easier to scan. At this point, the flowchart is complete, so I do a final review and export it as a JPG image. That makes it easy to add to IT documentation, training materials, runbooks, or internal guides. And that's how you can turn a troubleshooting process into a clear, repeatable visual workflow. If you want an easier way to document technical processes and make them more consistent for your team, click the link below and try EdrawMax for yourself. And if you found this tutorial helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more practical tutorials, and leave a comment if you have any questions or if there's something you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.